What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the 3030 podcast. My sometimes host is not with me today, but the guest I have today is Devon, and we have Kiara. So,
Going on,
start
guys?
things off. We'll just, say a little bit how you met Matthew, or like, what your relationship to him is. Devon, we'll start with you.
Well, I met Matthew and Will and the rest of the gang, other than minus Kiara and a couple other people I met along the way. But I mean, Matt and Willie out in Dominican. Um, yeah, it was quite a fun trip out there. I had a great time with these guys, and they really turned my whole week around. And they've been nothing but good lads this whole time. So yeah, I'm really thankful I met you guys. Happy birthday, Matt, by the way.
All right, Kiara.
I met Matthew back in 2017. I was 17 years old and he was in his 20s at the time. I didn't think of it being that weird. As he gets older, it's a little bit weirder that he was hanging out with teenagers, but what can I say? Um, Matthew and I are friends most days, other days, not so much, but overall, we're pretty good.
Nice. Well, I guess like 7 years ago, Matthew was 20. What's that make him 22? Yeah, that's a bit old to hang around with 17-year-olds. Maybe. What do you think this next year with Matthew turning 30 has in store for him? Do you think like his best adventures are in front of him, or like what do you think he'll get up to over this next year?
Well, I'm hoping he gets up to another trip because our last one was about 2 years ago, I think now, right?
Yeah.
It's about coming up anytime now. I think it was like April
Yeah,
or
it was
something,
April
right?
22, so yeah, it's been 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's about time.
So, yeah, definitely about time we get another one on the way. But I'm sure Matt's just gonna keep working hard as he normally does and chipping away at your guys' goals there. And you guys have been doing really well so far. So hopefully it keeps going well for you. I'll let Kiara take it from here.
Devin's
I just
answer
I just want to
wholesome.
say that, yeah, Devon's gonna be the nicest guest. Like when he watches this, he'll be like everyone ripping on him, and Devon's be like, "Yo, Matthew is such an awesome guy."
He really is, though. I mean,
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, Matthew really thought he was going to win this year. I don't see that for him. Not yet. He's got to put in the work. He's got to work hard. He's got to earn those wins. As Devin's sitting here being so nice about it, and I'm like, ah.
I don't know. He got a nice new truck recently. Things have been going good. I mean, that's what I'm seeing from Matt. I'm seeing some wins lately.
Yeah, he'll get there. He's just got to work for it.
Yeah.
Further, Kiara, your what you think will be in
Oh,
store? Was that it? He'll
well,
get those
I
wins if he works for it.
that's it though. Um, where do I see Matthew over the next year? Doing a lot of Forza, a lot of gambling at the casino. Not the casino you may think though.
The one that
Um,
Theft Auto.
I see him. I really see this year being like a building year for Matthew. He's gonna build up those wins. The regatta, he's got that in the bag. um, but it's just I feel like it's gonna be a building year. We're gonna build up.
Yes.
I think we all need a good building year. You
Yeah.
know, we
I,
gotta.
Okay, no, so next kind of thing is through the time you've known Matthew, what do you think are some of the same attributes, and like what do you think has changed in him, or like if you think he has changed, if he's, like what are some things of like has he changed to you? Like what are some core elements that maybe, still are will always be, attributes of Matthew, and what do you think has changed over the last, few years? What
Um. Well, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really seen Matt changing much. I don't know. I'm not around as much as you guys are, right? So, yeah, I don't know. From what I can tell, he's still just this fucking bubbly, smiley old self that I always see him as. But I don't know. Apparently, he needs to do some building. So I hear.
Oh, but that's why this man hasn't changed since 2017. He's still trying to hang out with 17-year-olds.
uh, yeah, no, I don't know. I think Matt's it's doing well. I think I don't know. He's cut some stuff out that he's been doing really well, and yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's needed to change a whole lot. I think he's going to stay the same as he is for now. I don't know. I don't see it as a bad thing, but I don't know. You're saying he
Ah,
might
that's
need
good.
to change a bit. I'm putting her
Yeah,
in the spot now. On that note, Kiara, take it away.
Well, he's definitely changed a lot. Like, I mean, I've known him for quite a long time. Maybe not very well for the first couple of years, but like he's had to have grown in some way, right? He's um
I'm reading.
no, he has really been through a lot of like ups and downs that I've seen, and like even just in the past year, he's gone through a fair amount, and I feel like he is trying to do better, and he keeps showing that he's been trying to do better. But this within the past year, I feel like it's been more adamant, and he's really trying to go for it. It's not him just bullshitting and saying like, "Oh no, I'm going to change." Like I feel like he's actively been trying. He's been more honest, which is mind-blowing. Not completely, but he has been more honest. He's not as much of a liar anymore. um but
I
yeah,
heard the last time I was there, I heard the whole spiel from Matthew. He's like, I'm gonna be as honest as I can be all night. And he was just talking about how I don't know, a bunch of stories and stuff that he's like, they're like, I don't know, you sure it happened like that? He's like, I swear I'm being 100% honest right now. And I just kept hearing him talking about his stories last time I seen you guys 2 weeks ago.
see, so he is trying.
I can back that one up. I can back that up. The RV.
I
I'm
oh,
back.
definitely
I had to grab my birthday beer for Matthew because now I can officially drink.
the doctor cleared him just for you, Matthew.
Yep, he knew your birthday was coming up.
What is maybe not like have to pinpoint, but like what is one of the more funnier things you've like witnessed Matthew do, or like a funny experience with him?
Oh, funniest thing. There's
Man,
been
I
a
know
quite
it's
a few.
hard to think of one.
Yeah, there's so many, but I'd have to be the karaoke and Matt ripping his pants off every time. It's got to be a Matt classic. And the dad life, you and him singing the dad life, that's pretty good. um or him trying to make me not drink the death cup, that was pretty great too.
Unfortunately, he did fail though. So
Yeah, but hey, Matt's trying. This
yeah,
is his year.
Yeah, that's what I'm
it's
saying.
easier.
He's trying.
He's got it. Yeah, there's been so many good times with all you guys really, but I'd have to say karaoke is definitely Matt's funniest moment.
Um,
It was the last time where he ended. There's a picture of him in his underwear and he has boxing gloves on, holding the mic. That's
Yeah, yeah, I have that photo. It's so good.
really good. All right.
Oh, I didn't share it to social media, so you're safe, Matt. I love you
it's
too
for
much, buddy.
Kiara?
Now, I want to hear the juicy details from Kiara because she's probably got some good stories.
well, I got the one that just happened that just it literally happened this past weekend. So we went down to Indiana, like Indianapolis,
Yeah.
for the weekend to go and watch Supercross. And we're driving back we're driving through the border into the States. And there was this man, and he was very stern. He was, border cross into the US as they are, very, very like composed and stern. And he stopped us. He told us to put the car in park. And then he went around the back and he opened up our trunk. He looked in, he closed it, and he like waved us through. We were all stressed, heightened, just horrified. So we're talking in the car and shooting the shit about, oh, what if this happened? What if that happened? And we were talking about his name. And we are like, man, we really should have gotten his name. Matthew turns and he says with a straight face, oh, you didn't see his nameplate. It said Sergeant Sperm, and Sergeant Sperm lived on with us through the entire trip. All we talked about was Sergeant Sperm at the border and how we'd find him again someday. Sergeant Sperm.
That's pretty great.
Which is
So
how quick he was, right? He's like, oh, you didn't catch the name? It was Sergeant Sperm. He was just checking our trunk,
just taking a little peek in that trunk, eh?
That man wanted to just that's what we were saying. He really wanted to see what we had back there. 10 out of 10. Probably.
Sergeant Sperm usually does. That's why I took that job. It's gotta take a peek in the trunks.
Good old Sergeant Sperm. He could have gotten my pants off. I'm
American
just saying.
hero.
Sergeant Sperm.
How has Matthew impacted your life?
Matt's impacted it pretty significantly on that trip, and you as well, and Fletcher as well with his dance moves there. Now you guys honestly turned my whole week around there, and then just becoming best friends or that close friends with you guys and stuff. Like you guys are all some really good guys, and I don't know. I just look forward to hanging out with all you guys a lot because you're all a lot of fun to be around. But that week I had a really bummy week for sure, and I've had some dark times lately, and you guys have all been there to put a smile on, so that's really cool. It's a big impact to have, and just cheering somebody up, I guess, every now and then, helping me get out of the house more, and yeah, just being around Matt and his bubbly self. It's good times with you guys always.
William, I'm telling you, you got like two extreme ends of the spectrum here.
I think that's good.
Questions. I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, I should be talking before Devon. Devon should be like my cushion or something.
No.
I would say that over the past year is probably where I've like actually really gotten to know Matthew, because like I've known him since 2017. I've known him for a long time. But it was always like casually at parties and stuff. So this past year, Matthew has impacted me in such a wide range. He first, it was super positively. He helped me out when I was really down, going through my breakup. Will was also there. But for the first couple of weeks, upwards of a month, I was spending a lot of time with Matthew. We were really good friends. And then a lot of shitty stuff just started happening around, the friend group. And he really turned on me for a while. And it was really hard because as much as he was still there for me, he was really against me. And that, that has a very negative impact on someone. But then I feel like especially over the last couple of months, we've been really able to work through everything. And I think he has come to the conclusion that I'm not going anywhere. And he's kind of stuck with me, because even through the ups and downs, we still have each other's back at the end of the day. So that's all I got to say.
That's solid.
Lighter topic, please.
Do you want to take the first one here, Kiara? I'll be your cushion.
Do you want to be my cushion, Devon?
Well, yeah, let's to a lighter note of just like share after the speeches of just like I guess it's kind of similar, but like one of your best memories or like fondest memories.
Are you taking it or you want
If
me
you want
to?
to take it
Oh, yeah,
first,
I can. Sorry, I got distracted. You were moving around. I was like, "Where's he
Devin's
going?"
Yeah,
just going
I gotta
to
go.
go to the bathroom
I
real quick.
Yeah,
I get an
hold on,
insight.
guys.
A fond memory I have. During the summer, last summer. I guess it wasn't summer. I guess it was more like April. Matthew, Will, and I all went out on the electric scooters, and I think we just spent like the entire day. I showed up at their house, unless I was already there watching some sort of TV show, but we went out at like, what was it, probably like noon or 1 o'clock, and we didn't get back until like well after, like well into sunset. It was like we went out on the electric scooters for probably like 6 hours, and then we came back and we watched The Simpsons, and we probably watched a movie after that, but like just
That's life.
which that was, it was A Bug's Life.
Yeah.
That was the same day. And it was just, it's, I don't know, it's just a very wholesome memory of like we got to go out and we just spent the day hanging out, and it was so nice.
I remember when we went out on them too, and you're like, "Yo, be careful!" And we were trying to wheelie them and stuff, and you're like, "Don't do that." I think it was Matt that crashed, or no, it was you.
It was me. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I was
yeah.
trying to be like, hey, watch out, because when like we first got the meth, he's like, oh, you can wheelie them. So I tried wheeling mine and I totally wiped out. So then when we hopped on with you, I'm like, Devin, be careful. These things are dangerous.
Gordy wanted to come in here.
Oh, there's a kitty.
Get out of here, dude. My favorite moment with Matt. Had to been, I'm gonna say, on the boat when we were ripping and we were like on Lil Willie's boat, because he's definitely not Big Willie, but no, on Will's boat though, we were ripping it. Oh shit. And cat's making a mess over here, knocking things over. We were on the boat and we were just having a great time, and he was telling me like how powerful this thing was, and I was like expecting it to have, like some good, like it was going up, but I didn't think he was gonna send it that much. And I just remember taking a sip of my beer, and like as I took the sip, he like floored it, and I almost flew off the back of the boat. And like Matt kind of like grabbed me a little bit, and I grabbed at the bench, and then I was just like, oh my god, I almost died. And I looked at Matt and I was like, well, at least I would have died with a beer in my hand. that was that was good times. Shooting on the lake was a lot of fun with the drones and stuff. And unfortunately, someone crashed mine, but we got her. It was still worked and everything was fine. But that was a great weekend. That was a lot of fun. I'd have to probably say that was one of the best times for sure.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun that weekend.
Or maybe one of my best times with Matt though has to be like when we're so hungover and it's just me and Matt in the house at this point. Because it's usually just me and him, and we pop a Netflix movie on. And last time we were watching Spaceman, and I wasn't even watching like 10 minutes of that movie. I was like trying to be like editing shit on my phone and stuff, and I was like, I felt bad. I didn't watch a movie with Matt for once. And the whole way home I was thinking about that. Sorry, Matt.
You know
He turned it
what?
off too. It was a very good movie. But he's got a bad taste for movies, because last time he put on a bad movie too. I was
He
into it.
he used to, we would hang out, and I think he took me through not all of The Simpsons, but most of The Simpsons with that one nut job. What's his name?
Metro Bob.
That's it. Yeah. Now those were great. I got it
Yeah,
cultured.
I think we
you
turned
either sit
Spaceman
down and
off
watch
in
like the
frustration.
best thing with them or like the worst thing. There's no in between.
Yeah.
That's not,
It's usually
there's
one bad one and then a good one,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, even it out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that pretty much does all the topics. So now is the part of the show that we just made up on the spot last night. Is now each guest gets to come up with their own kind of prompt of, like a little topic to go around and talk about. So if either of you guys want to think on the fly of like, hey, what thing about Matthew should we be talking about right now?
Um, Plans for this summer. When are we gonna be racing those pit bikes? Tell
Well, we definitely got
Matt
to
to
get
get
you
out.
back
No,
back
I'm
up
just
at the
kidding.
cottage.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, when are you guys gonna be doing shows and stuff out there? Like practicing, sorry, bringing up your
Well, we
equipment?
have the one show like every year, which you should definitely come this year. We call it like the Bear Lake Jamboree, which we have like a few bands like come up and we do like this show at the cottage. It's always a ton of fun,
Yeah,
so you should definitely be there for that.
yeah,
you
for
get
sure.
obliterated. Like,
Yeah, you just drink all day, watch bands, and it's awesome. So
last
it's
Yeah,
year,
it's
it's my
July
kind of
6th.
jam.
Yeah.
It's
last
my
year
kind of
Matthew got
jam.
up and sang ACDC with bottoms up, and it was so good. Just saying.
So, do you think Matthew should sing Bottoms Up again this
Oh,
year?
yeah,
That would be the question.
he's got to sing with the band.
That's
He's
my
got
that's
they know
my next question for the group.
He should definitely give it another go. Maybe try a song more in his vocal range than anything AC/DC, but he really loves singing AC/DC.
ACDC or nothing. First thing that pops in my mind when I think Matthew.
Yeah.
But that,
Happy dads. And
Wrap
I
it
got
up.
to drink a little bit on for St. Patty's Day on the weekend.
Oh,
So that
nice.
was great. Yeah.
I love drinking. You know who likes drinking? Matthew.
That I agree with.
I have a question. Who here thinks Matthew has an alcohol problem? It's me.
I think the problem is
Fear, man. Yeah.
I think the
That
problem is
might
he hasn't discovered a reason to drink on every single day of the week yet. He's
Mm,
getting pretty close. Although I
yeah.
don't think him drinking on Sundays lasted very long, but like there's a few weeks in a row that you just drink on Sunday too. And
I
then
think
like the next day at work, he's like, like, man, I don't feel great. I'm like, well, you're just drinking for 4 days.
usually what happens.
well, what did he say? He's not drinking on Mondays and Tuesdays now because Wednesdays he's at Victor's. So he's drinking like 5 out of 7 days in a week.
That's pretty good. We can get those numbers up. I think that's what's in store for
I think
Matthew.
those are rookie
So,
numbers. I think we need to
Oh,
yeah.
pump those
that's
numbers up.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Anyway, so since we're at the end, I'll just go around saying happy birthday and thanks so much. Oh yeah, like
We got to
look at
sing it to him.
yeah,
yeah. All out of tune and out of time. Ready?
at the
Yeah.
time of the Wi-Fi. All right, ready? Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to you.
you. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
dear
dear
Matthew.
Matt.
Happy
Way to be a
birthday to
trivia.
you.
To you.
To you. Love it. Love it.
That was great.
Good.
Yeah, and also just look
You
at
hit
the
the goal
camera.
of being out of tune.
Yeah,
You,
out
not
of
so much
tune.
there, Joe Spaghettio.
You can't even tell I'm the lead singer of a band. Uh, yeah, so just since we're at the end, just look in the camera and just, tell the audience what you have going on these days. Like, where can they come check you out?
Well, you can follow me on Instagram at devon.cook.photography. And yeah, I'll be at all the Monday big shows. That's for sure.
That's right.
And hopefully I'll see you guys out there.
I don't know my Instagram handle, so you can find me somehow.
Hey, you'll also be at all the Monday big shows, I hope.
I'll also be at all the Monday big shows. Catch our Instagram and TikTok at what's the handle?
It's Monday Big Official, I think
At
Official.
that's
Monday
right.
Official. Go check us out. Give me like a year, and you can check me out on TikTok. It'll be Kiara in her prime. Just you wait.
It's coming.
It's coming. Give me a couple months. Maybe check me out in September. We'll reevaluate.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll stop recording there. But thanks for joining, you guys.
Later. Captain Sperm out.